Hey guys, I have a quick book haul and then reading update for you guys. I did not buy any of these, I got them from the library, so I'm very proud of myself. And to be honest, I'm filming this on the 13th, but I might wait and put it up on Christmas Eve or a few days after Christmas Eve, because I think that's when I'm gonna start my Vlogmas, is I'm gonna do the legitimate 12 days of Christmas and just do Christmas Eve through the 5th of January, I think it is. Or maybe Christmas Day. I don't know. I can't count. But anyway, okay, here's my book haul. The first thing that I got was the Fragile Things audiobook CD set. And I've checked this out before, and I didn't get around to listening to it. And I have listened to a little bit yesterday, but unfortunately I realized I cannot listen to an audiobook that I haven't heard before while cleaning because I don't retain the information well enough. So that was kind of upsetting because I was hoping to get through most of this yesterday, but on the bright side, because of that, I decided that today while I'm cleaning my room, I'm gonna have a Harry Potter marathon. But anyway, that's beside the point. So I think what I'm gonna do with this is I'm gonna listen to a few hours every night, after I get done with all my chores. And I also got A Bear Called Paddington by Michael Bond. The movie Paddington is coming out. Originally I thought it was coming out on Christmas Day, but now all the advertisements I'm seeing are for the 16th of January for the US, which is really upsetting because I was so excited that it was coming out on Christmas Day, and I was gonna have this little movie marathon with Paddington and Into the Woods and maybe like The Imitation Game or something. So now I just have to delay that and make that like my birthday present to myself or something. But yeah, so I decided that I wanted to read the source material because I've never read Paddington, and this will be really quick. It's 130 pages, but it's 130 pages of like really big print, so I should be able to get this finished in an hour-ish, I hope. And then the last two are the two that I am most excited about, and they are Falling Kingdoms and Rebel Spring, both by Morgan Rhodes. I was watching Lainey over at Ginger Reads Lainey. I was watching her channel, and one day last week she put up a video of the 5 reasons you should have started the Falling Kingdoms trilogy yesterday. And I thought that it was one of her cutest videos. And also, basically every time Lainey talks about this trilogy, which she loves a lot, it made me want to read it more. But I was worried because I'm in the middle of reading A Song of Ice and Fire series right now, and I've heard that this is like the young adult teen version of The Song of Ice and Fire, aka Game of Thrones. And so because of that, I was kind of afraid that if I tried to read them both at the same time, I would get things mixed up, or I would somehow be disappointed in Falling Kingdoms, because since it is for younger readers, I was afraid that I would notice the difference between a fantasy book written for an adult and a fantasy book written for a teenager, or I don't know. Basically, I had some concerns about reading them both at once. However, I have been on a significant enough hiatus from Clash of Kings. Like, I haven't read any Clash of Kings in like 3 months or something, that I think I'm just gonna read these, and then I'll pick up Clash of Kings again in January, and then that way, I'll have already read these and I won't have to worry about that. But yeah, I'm really excited about this. Apparently, I mean, this has been all over YouTube, I feel like, but I will read you guys the inside just in case. It says, in the kingdoms of Mytica? I don't know. Magic has long been forgotten, and while hard-won peace has reigned for centuries, a deadly unrest now simmers below the surface. As the rulers of each kingdom grapple for power, the lives of their subjects are brutally transformed, and four key players, royals and rebels alike, find their fates forever intertwined. Cleo, Jonas, Lucia, and Magnus. Is it Lucia or Lucia? Lucia is how you would say it in Italian, I think. And Magnus are caught in a dizzying world of treacherous betrayals, shocking murders, secret alliances, and even unforeseen love. And then on the back, it says, it's the eve of war, choose your side. Princess. Raised in pampered luxury, Cleo must now embark on a rough and treacherous journey into enemy territory in search of magic long thought extinct. Rebel. Jonas, enraged at injustice, lashes out against the forces of oppression that have kept his country cruelly impoverished. To his shock, he finds himself the leader of a people's revolution, centuries in the making. Sorceress. Lucia, adopted at birth into a royal family, discovers the truth about her past and the supernatural legacy she is destined to wield. Heir. Bred for aggression and trained to conquer, firstborn son Magnus begins to realize that the heart can be more lethal than the sword. I think two of them are siblings, and I don't remember who. I think it's Lucia and Magnus, or Lucia and Magnus, because apparently there's a love triangle between Cleo and both the boys, I think. I don't know. And apparently this is one of those books where you change your ship all the time. Like, that was one of the things that Lainey was talking about. She said when she read Falling Kingdoms, she was shipping Cleo and Magnus, I think. Or no, maybe Cleo and Jonas, and then by Rebel Spring she was shipping Cleo and Magnus, or I don't know. It's very, apparently, when it says choose your side, apparently you switch sides a lot as far as who you want to be together and how you want things to go. So, yeah, I got these two. And I also, I've ordered Gathering Darkness, from the library as well, but it was still, since it's so new, it was still being processed, so they haven't actually, they've made it available to put on hold, but they haven't actually made it available to check out yet, so it hasn't been sent to my library yet. But that's good, because that'll give me time to read these two first. And then I also have a few, like one or two other things that I've put on reserve. So I will do another little mini book haul, a little bit later, and I'll probably just put them both in the 12 Days of Vlogmas, Bookmas. I think I like Bookmas better because this channel is a book channel. So I like or maybe Bookish Vlogmas, I don't know. So yeah, very excited about these. And I am excited about the other two as well, but just these two are two that I've been wanting to read for quite a while. And I'm so glad that I got them out from my library, because I was even debating basically every time I went into Barnes & Noble, or every time I went to my local grocery store, because my local grocery store had a copy of Falling Kingdoms as well, but every time I went there, and every time I went to Barnes & Noble, I was debating buying the paperback, so I'm very glad that I didn't. But anyway, that's what I got, and I'm very excited to read them. And my update is that I have not, because of this haul, my reading has not gone as planned for this month, which I tell you guys every month. Every month I change what I'm going to be reading, so I really shouldn't even make TBRs, but they're fun at the time, and I'll probably still continue to make them. But, basically the books that I've cut out this month are, I'm going to probably not read Little Women, unfortunately. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to I'm going to make sure that I, like, keep in my brain the videos that Leslie and Claire are doing, and I'm going to go back and watch them once I have read Little Women, which I'm hoping to do next year. And then I'm also not going to start War and Peace. I think I'm going to start that in January, because the reason I was trying to finish it so quickly was because of the BBC Radio 4 adaptation that is going to be available New Year's Day in the UK, and then I think on January 2nd it'll be on the iPlayer for a month. And because of that, I was trying to get the whole book read before then, or before I listened to it, but now I'm thinking that I'll just start War and Peace in January and still listen to the adaptation in January, because, I mean, I've already seen the film and stuff, so I know the story. So I figure that way I don't have to rush myself with this book, and I might do, like, a little bit every month for a while. I don't even know. But yeah, so I've cut those two out, but I'm still going to be reading Good Omens. I'm actually going to start that tonight or tomorrow, and I'm still going to try to read Hogfather before Christmas. So basically my month is going to be full of fantasy, like Falling Kingdoms, a lot of Neil Gaiman, a lot of Terry Pratchett, so, yep. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys later. Bye.